games here. Alright, for everyone watching, we are testing the
Oh, I got a
League C tiebreaker between this is not Kala and ALIKOG. It is vicMJ, aka Neon, although I think he goes by vicMJ in all the Discord's chats. We got game, the tiebreaker, best of one. Whoever wins this goes into the League C or BC playoff versus to be determined opponent for the right to play in League B next season. They're playing on Mount Kailash, which was a pick by vicMJ. Cheers for the follow, whoever that is. Oh, never mind, it's a raid. Cheers, Kite, for the raid. Let's go. But vicMJ got to pick the map, any of the maps from Season 1. He got to pick, the determining factor was he finished his games first. So you want to have the better map in the tiebreaker, finish your games faster. But we can see it is on Mount Kailash. And in the whole season on Mount Kailash, humans were the most popular pick by far. 11 picks for the humans here, 8 picks for the Poles, and then a bunch of civs around 3 and 4. In their first round, when they played this map, vicMJ played the Poles, and ALIKOG played as the Magyars. I just want to see now. So ALIKOG could not have played as the humans, he had already used them. And vicMJ here, he could have picked the humans if he wanted to, go with the most popular civ here. So, decided against that.
Hey, I wasn't sure what you were all doing there. I didn't want to hop in, like, just jumping out, but a great intro.
Yeah, it is excellent in the league. We got the XL nerds help this out. We got stats for all the maps, all the players. It is awesome. I love it.
And so this was BE, or I mean League B, and just based on
no, League C.
League C. And they just evened up, and this is the one-game playoff.
Yes, they tied for second.
Awesome.
And they split their. Well, it was a kind of a complicated tie, but winner of this plays to be determined opponent. Move on to League B. Are you at 10 seconds?
Awesome. Oh, 10 seconds right now?
Yeah, in game.
Oh, I am.
Oh, wait.
I was.
Where are you at in game?
I'm at like 4.5 minutes. I was watching the whole time you were talking.
Okay.
I can wait. It's no problem. No, I mean, nothing a whole bunch happened. Some things happened. I paused. I'm paused at 4:51 right now. My bad on that.
No worries. No worries.
And take your time to get there. I mean, that's on me. That's on me.
It's all good. I got pro capture age. We can go at any speed, anytime. Backwards, forwards. We good to go. What do you think about these civs here? I feel like ALIKOG really going with the out-of-the-box pick.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard with the all of those Dravidians, Hindustanis, Gujaras. I still not only lump them together in a bad way, you know, as a bad player, but it's a water civ, the Dravidians for the most part, I think, and the Bulgarians are more of an infantry and land civ, so... you know, you would think maybe the strength lies there, but you know, stranger things have occurred.
Well, hey, would you look at that? I've been muted this whole time, so this is even better.
Pro streamers.
We are pro streamers, but we got it. We are not muted anymore. We're at the same time. I did a great intro that nobody except for Maximo could hear.
It was good. It was awesome.
Anyways, I'm just going to pause the game at 4:30.
I'm at 4:51, so whenever you get there, let me know, and I'll hit play.
4:51. I will pause at 4:51. Anyways, we got the gamers here. They are playing the tiebreaker round on Mount Kailash, picked by vicMJ because he finished his games faster. the first time these folks played this map, vicMJ went for the Poles, and ALIKOG went for the Magyars. The most popular civ here was the Cumans, which vicMJ could have picked, but ALIKOG could not have. He had already used the Cumans. And we can see that in this game, ALIKOG going for the Dravidians, vicMJ going for the Bulgarians. I'm at 451. You ready to go?
I am ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Pros.
Yeah, this map is very wide open, and Dravidian's got to be one of the slowest civs in the game. It's also incredibly difficult to wall on this map, because I don't know if you got a chance to play this map, but the rocks at the bottom of the mountain there, you can't wall or build anything on there. So there's always going to be a one-tile gap if you go straight to the base of the mountain. So I love the Dravidians. I hope we see full Elephant Archer, but it just seems pretty unfeasible to get the Elephant Archer.
And I did get to play it, and I don't even know if when I played we even built close to that. It was open, getting to, I want to call them the springs, the four of them. I don't know what better to do, but
yeah,
you had to get there, and depending on which ones were contested or which ones your opponent were at, there's just so much food there. Like, I'm trying to click on it.
Yeah, I suppose the Dravidians do have the best fisher people in the game. A very slight bonus, but look at this. vicMJ already heading up 18 pop this very fast. And I'm guessing he's going to open Man-at-Arms, although he doesn't have a barracks down.
Yes.
You would think with the Bulgarians getting the free Men-at-Arms, that would be the play. And with, like you said, all the fish being very exposed, Men-at-Arms could do work here.
They could, and I mean, that's a really quick, for how far away that fish is. I mean, that's a quick up to feudal. So, but I mean, 18.
It is.
That's if you have a couple military out there, maybe that helps you more than getting up quicker. What's the the debate there, sort of, or how do you got to choose one or the other if you're doing certain things.
I'm also surprised ALIKOG doesn't have a barracks down yet, and he's trying to full wall. I think opening for Men-at-Arms is the way here, especially as Dravidians. I guess you could go Dravidian Scouts if you really wanted to, but Dravidians do get the bonus with the cheaper barracks techs, so it is easier to go Men-at-Arms as Dravidians than 35 of the civs. It's not easier than as the Bulgarians who get it for free. But vicMJ not actually going for any Man-at-Arms. He's going to just open straight scouts.
And I always think that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I always think that too. Like, whenever once you build a certain amount of walls to protect you in a certain way, you got to start thinking like that's a certain number of military. And obviously, if you build them in the right way and attack and defend in the right way, those military helps. But a lot of walls, that's a half of archery range, and then that's still blocking maybe your resources out here sometimes. It's a hard choice.
I don't think I've ever seen this since the Dravidians have been in the game. Guys, we're seeing a Dravidian scout opening. This is wild. Dravidian's one of the few civs. The Dravidian stable, it's got to be the worst stable in the game. They get like 3 units. I guess their scouts are as good as Bulgarian scouts right now before all the armor upgrades, but the Bulgarians get the cheaper armor upgrades.
Yeah, I was gonna see scouts on scouts. Vic's building a couple scouts. Ali's building a couple scouts. Can any of them do damage?
Yeah. MT in chat. Yes, your favorite. We're seeing double scouts. These guys are going scouts with civs that you would not expect to scout rush with. You must be loving this. You see the villager boxers coming out, but 2 weak scouts there. No villager picks for either player yet, just the 1 scout death for ALIKOG.
And that spearman just like those 2 scouts were so weak. He had to, even the villas could have fought it off at that point.
Both players are only on the 1 spring with all the fish right now.
Same.
And it's looking like ALIKOG actually might get the full walls down, which is pretty impressive.
Let's go.
Now, if only he can, if he would go for a counterattack with these scouts.
Yes.
That would really, be the move here. He's kind of just, waiting with the scouts. He's gonna get the full walls down, I'm pretty sure of that right now. In which case his base will be totally safe. vicMJ over here does not have barely any walls down. But yeah, ALIKOG really missing his time window, I think, here. And not attacking with these scouts when he could.
And so what do you, at this point, you know, when you're Vic, you know, you've seen your opponent entirely walled, you know where the scouts are, so you know sort of what they've committed and trying to get a couple vills down there on the spring or whatever we're calling it. But you see that, you got to figure like, hey, let's not necessarily turtle, but I'm not under pressure in my home base. Let's get up to Castle Age, you know, as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I think both players getting to Castle Age would be the key here. Vic can't really do much damage other than at the spring where there are 3 spearmen standing there. But it's really going to be interesting what ALIKOG goes for in the Castle Age.
I agree, yeah.
He's going to get the wood when he gets up there, but is he going to hard switch into crossbow? I think that's probably the only thing that makes sense, unless he wants to go forward with, like, Pike Siege. Pike Siege and Monks could also work, but you don't really like going Monks when there's still a few scouts hanging around.
Yeah, and even, you know, with whatever Vic is going to do with the Bulgarians, I mean, you probably think, you know, some type of infantry, but even then, it's just going to be, like you said, spears or pikes. So if you have archers or crossbowmen, that's going to take them out.
Mm-hmm. I think Vic's probably going to stick on cavalry in the Castle Age. But the real problem for Ali is he has to kill pretty fast. So I think, well, it looks like Vic's gonna get all walled up here.
And if I'm wrong,
but Ali's army, in the Castle Age, he's not gonna be able to. It's gonna be so slow. He's not gonna be able to pick away at villagers if Vic is building extra TCs up and around. And we see that Vic is up into the Castle Age first, so he's gonna be the first onto knights. And Ali's going to have, I think, a pretty tough time with knights. He has to open Pike Monk, I think.
And am I wrong?
Is the only way.
Bulgarians they have an eco bonus. Whatever they get's not coming to mind, but I think they have an eco bonus compared to the Dravidians. But No,
I don't.
Okay,
Bulgarian bonuses, I don't think they have any eco bonuses. They just get the free infantry line upgrades. They get half price blacksmith tags.
Oh, okay. There's so many B civs. Yeah, I'm the worst with, you know, words.
Yeah. I can't remember all their checks off the top of my head.
But here we go. Bloodlines for Vic.
Range. Hey, Ali has to be going for elephant archers. He hasn't made a single archer yet. If he was going for crossbow, you would think he would have started making the archers right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got so many farms and, like, nothing on wood. He's going for elephant archers. This is pretty sick. We all know elephant archers are my favorite unit. They are absolutely beastly, but
you just get the right size.
So
enough of them will kill everything. Like that's like once you get to that, you know, critical mass, they have enough to tank. And, you know, if you have anything like even like a monk or 2 healing them, or you're just refreshing with a few more elephant archers, it's a hard death ball to take out.
Yeah, the problem is they're really expensive.
Yes.
And they're really slow.
Oh, three
And they're hard
TCs.
countered by skirmishers.
The
And they
immediate.
can't really push TCs. As much as I love the elephant archers, I really hope this works. I feel like forward siege and pikes would have just been a lot more effective and easier to get to, because Ali is sacrificing a lot of potential economy for this. He's only getting 1 extra TC up, not 2. And he's not going to be able to threaten any economy for Vic anytime soon.
But Vic's also gonna sacrifice some production. He's on 3 TCs. He has 2 stables that he wants to produce out of. He only has 14 farms. You need 6 farms probably to do. Isn't that the rule? 6 farms per TC,
Yeah,
and then more like. I mean, something's going to be stalled out for him. It feels like whether it's villager production or army production, he might have to choose here in another, like right now.
I do think it's okay if he stalls out on army production right now, because it's going to be a while for ALIKOG before he gets to his base.
Yeah.
And most of his eco is either behind walls or underneath TCs. I don't think he's going to lose too much. And he can always add in monks and or skirms behind this. He has seen the elephant archers.
He does,
so his reaction is, it's got to be monks or skirms. Those are the only reasonable counters to elephant archers. Like, you have to outnumber them so heavily with knights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, get out of here, scammer.
Yeah, you gotta get pikes or monks to at least take a couple. And even, you want to still produce a knight, keep producing knights as Vic, and if that's what you're going to do, I mean, there's the house walls and some stuff on that, we'll call it left or west side, that you can start attacking just to try to bring your opponent or keep Ali at home. Oh, going for the middle even, too.
Yeah, unfortunately on Mount Kailash, the mountain does not mean that much.
No.
All you gotta make out of the middle. I guess this makes a little more sense for Ali to go for the elephant archers on this map, because this map you can't get any monk techs in your monastery. You can only get them out of the middle.
Oh.
So I guess if Vic wants to make his monks any better, he has to get the techs out of the middle. Which, I guess, a slight benefit, but man, this is a lot of elephant archers.
Yeah, we're almost to 20.
This can take out basically anything that Vic has right now, other than the TCs. He could completely idle his economy, but again, just like in Feudal Age, Ali is kind of being a bit passive. A lot too passive for my liking right now. Like, he should just be putting these elephant archers on the front line.
You have to send it forward, right? You have to send the army forward with that many.
Yeah, because like defending from this, you got TCs everywhere. You could just hide in your TC, build a monastery, throw out a few pikes, and you're good.
Even split them up halfway on each side. You take out all of the springs, all of the fish, and Vic loses all of that. And Vic really has no answer to it. He has the knights, but like we said, I mean, in a group of elephant archers, those knights aren't gonna do much.
Yeah, we can see the elephant archers have double the, or almost triple,
here.
At least triple the HP, and yeah, they're absolutely melting these things, but they need to go forward.
Yeah.
What I'm really surprised, Vic has not made an archery range yet. Now, I will say this is pretty common for people facing up against elephant archers, at least whenever I use them on the ladder. So often people do not know how to deal with them, because they're kind of a situational and more rare unit. But it gets really hard countered by skirms, so I'm very surprised Vic has not teched into any skirmisher upgrades, or made any ranges, or any skirms at all.
That's a good stonewall too, just to protect himself. And would scorpions counter him as well, or am I?
Like scorpions would be okay.
Okay.
Stack up, but like elephant archer has 230 HP.
And
the scorpion doesn't do any bonus damage.
And look, we're at
So
26, and there's 6,000 HP.
Yeah, like, you've got to just march these bad boys forward. Vic has nothing that could stop him. You could idle his entire economy if you send 10 under each PC.
Just walk through it. Just walk through it. You patrol into it, and it's done. It's over.
Yeah.
We're going up to the middle. Wait, maybe?
Oh,
no, it's just pathing.
Oh, just pathing things. This is wild, though. Also, Dravidian elephant archers do fire faster. They will kill villagers faster than the Bengali or Jar elephant archers.
And they just stopped. There's just 4 villagers right over on the water, and they just stopped. The elephant archers just stopped. Oh, here we. Oh no, they're going back. Going back.
See, this is Ali suffered from this in the feudal age too. He had all the scouts that he just sent back. No. Oh, he could kill so many vills if he just sent them forward. Like, he's gonna kill this whole army, but the army's gonna run away.
Right.
You gotta force the fights by killing his villagers.
You can always defend at home with what you have. Send your army forward. And because he's defended at home, it's just that first wall. They haven't got through the stone walls that Ali's been building. And right now, those elephant archers could be wrecking havoc in the eco of Vic, but they're at home. Oh, that's so sad.
That's the problem I think a lot of us suffer from, is that we get way too worried that we're going to lose our whole base. But you got to just see the relative value of your...
And I understand, it's the saying it is easy, it's actually doing it's hard.
Oh yeah, this is why we cast the games. Obviously, I would have thrown all these things forward, and then this castle wouldn't be going up. Because now look at this, the timing's going to be all wrong. He's going to walk into the castle, and he's really not going to have any kind of, any economy that he can really hit.
No, and Vic's now, he just clicked out the imp. Vic just clicked like the imp, too. Oh, man. Poor Ali.
He did. I don't know what imp is going to get him. Like, he'll get the knight upgrades and get Cavalier. That still won't do much against the elephant archers.
Actually, I was thinking more for Ali, because Ali would then have Trebs to take down the castle, but since Ali doesn't have a castle, I guess it is actually kind of not important.
Oh, and look at that. There's two elephant archer conversions. That's pretty huge.
Yeah, I mean...
And Ali actually, there's only 19 knights there. I think he should be fine still.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking like maybe 3 or 5 more conversions and things start getting dicey.
Oh, but look at that. Stirrups even coming in for vicMJ. One of the best upgrades for cavalry. That's for sure.
I mean, we're still close on the old, total population numbers, but I don't know. It just feels like Ali's time slipping away.
Which position would you rather have right now?
That's see, right? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the longer we go, Ali's is just slipping away. But I think I would take. I still think I might take Ali with the elephants and the resources there. I don't know. That's a nice little combination to have, because it's honestly, you don't have to go to imp. You can just push. I don't know. Yeah.
I also think I'd probably rather. I don't know. The timing's gonna be pretty nice for Vic there. I don't know what he's gonna do in imp. It'll be he's gonna have like a 3-minute imp advantage. I'm guessing Ali's gonna drop a defensive castle.
You have to, right?
But Ali's running low on the... actually, never mind. I didn't see the gold on the left. But...
I mean...
it's really... these next 2 minutes is when Vic has to get either a really nice position, get the Trebs already prepared for when Ali's going to have a castle up. He has not gotten any Imperial Age upgrades on these knights.
And he's still going all nights, it looks like. Oh, there's a...
It is.
There's
and
the
he's going to fight before Cavalier. I don't know why he's doing this. He just lost 5... He's trying to micro like a nerd against ballistics.
for a second.
But he wisely backs off now. He doesn't have the res for any to get the final armor upgrade, which would be huge.
I do not like this castle from Ali.
Oh, here we go. He's getting the final armor, getting the Cavalier. See, if he can take this fight with the final armor, with Cavalier, before Ali gets Bracer or Chemistry, I think he'll take it. See, I don't mind it. It does protect the gold spot for him. And he's seen where Vic's castles are, so it will take a while for Vic to send Trebs out to that side.
I think you put it a little closer to the stone, a little closer to the food on the spring. I understand.
I think that Dravidians definitely get Bombard Cannon, and I don't think Bulgarians do. So Ali could also always just put a Siege Shop on this side and make the Bombard Cannons. But Vic... See, both these players are really passive and really worried about their super expensive armies.
So tentative.
We got a minute and a half here before Ali's gonna have absolute machines for Elephant Archers.
It's so tentative. It's, you know, it just seems like Vic's going to bounce back, and I mean, maybe he's going to take this fight. And
yeah, this is a bad fight still. There's still... maybe
he's doing okay. He's doing okay.
The HP is 3 times for Ali. Ali's going to clear this up because of those.
All right, now, yeah, that's it.
That's so nice. Although, damn, this is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
But it's going to hit that threshold. It's going to hit the threshold that once there's not enough knights, they're just going to melt apart.
Maybe.
I think.
Oh
I mean,
God, this is really close. And Vic, see, this
wow.
is Vic has so many more Cavalier coming across, and it's so much easier for him to reinforce.
And that's so expensive for Ali.
It is, yeah. And Vic already has rebounded with the Cavalier numbers. Yeah, and Ali was on the low ground, not the high ground with that fight. He did have Chemistry and Bracer, though. And he is queuing up a lot more.
And think even of how much work a couple monks on Ali's side, even if they weren't great, would have done.
Yes.
Just healing, maybe even taking a few
healing and
horses.
taking 1 or 2 Cavalier.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for Elite. This is incredible. He's going for Elite Elephant Archer.
Here come the...
I can't remember the last time in a 1v1 I've seen someone actually make it to Elite Elephant Archer. Is he going to be able to take out any of those monks, though? Took out 1 monk, but he's going to lose 4
the monk's walking forward.
Archers. Oh, no. Oh, my game just froze for a second.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's good, but it's bad for everyone at the same time. But if it's bad for everyone, it's bad for you in the lead as the most, as Ali, which I feel like you were in the lead for a stretch there, and this is just... And now you're going to lose. Ali's lost everything here.
Yeah, he has lost so many Elephant Archers. He's lost so many Elephant Archers to conversions now. He's panicking and going for light cap, which you hate to go as Dravidians.
There's another castle.
This is looking so bad for Ali. He's at half the population that Vic is at. And this just feels bad, man. Ali had it. He had 40 Elephant Archers, and they never made it more than halfway around the map.
We talked about it, like, when Ali should have went forward. They never did, and it seems like... It just feels like Vic's eco and, you know, Vic's home area with all those TCs was never actually under any pressure or any issue like that, and I mean, it's all been over at this point.
Yeah, the Bulgarian late game is going to take this. They have so many more options than the Dravidians do, and everyone knows Hussar is the best late game unit, and Bulgarians have one of the best Hussars in the game. So you could just, doesn't even need to go Cavalier anymore. You can just stream in a Hussar right into Ali's base, bring some Trebs forward. I'm surprised he hasn't made any Trebs yet.
Right, yeah. Or at least another, I mean, I guess Vic's building another castle kind of on that left side, but why not build that one a little bit forward? You have, a couple already. You see the score. You're pushing the envelope. Just make sure your opponent knows how much resources you have, or so forth. But I mean, there's still a lot of elephant archers over here. They're just
but they're
do not do nothing.
3-1 now. You can see the army value in the bottom, and like 5 times the army value for Vic. His eco is fully kicked in, and there you go. That's the get out of my game castle. Right in front of
there it is.
The ranges.
And it's not like you're going to kite later in the game. Like, early in the game you can kite a few man-at-arms or a few things like that, but you're not kiting with 15 or 10 or 15 elephant archers. The cav or whatever's going to catch up to you real quickly.
I really respect the creative pick, Ali. I love elephant archers, but you just really you needed to utilize the elephant archers to their full potential, and they are not a defensive unit.
No, almost had it.
Halberdier that was running around, going forward, you brought him back to defend. That make a lot more sense because they're no threat to miniatures. But and look at that, yeah, Vic is in with the Cavalier, and this is gonna be GG very soon, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, when do you realize it as Ali? You want to keep pushing it. It's obviously a deciding game, and if you have any chance, you want to keep that chance. But with the cav in and what they're killing, there's even a converted elephant archer in there, and a couple in there too. So there's not much left.
Insult to injury with these elephant archers. But this is looking like it's going to be GG pretty quickly here. ALIKOG is going to stay in Division C, League C, for Season 2. vicMJ is going to play either Next Lever or Keldon for the Group B playoff. They still got one game left to determine who's going to face off there, but Ali, you really tried. We love the strat, we love the unique try, and I love the elephant archers, but it was just too little too late in terms of going forward, and then one bad fight that I think we both thought the elephant archers would do better in. I'm just very surprised Vic did not make a single skirmisher all game.
Yep, commitment to the elephant archer. Oh, I mean, Ali, you gotta know at this point, and this I don't know. That's hard. That's rough. Your regional eco's gone.
Yeah, like he still has 1k gold and 1k stone in the bank.
Yeah, right. Like, I gotta build something. I could spend this, right? And that'll obviously save me no matter what I build. And Vic's doing a good job. Keep building some new. Oh, here we have Trebs. We got some Trebs now. I missed those come out, but keep building production buildings, get the Trebs, and just Treb down everything. And eventually it'll it'll end, or it'll end itself. There it is.
There we go. The GG is called. Ali made 90 elephant archers. Respect for that. But unfortunately, it was not enough. 153 Cavalier made by Vic. He wins this one. He is going on to the playoff round. We can see the stats here. Yeah, the KD for Ali was looking rough there. And 9 conversions for Vic. Quite nice. You could see the critical fight at minute 40. And right after that, everything kind of just fell apart for Ali. It was really tight up to then. But congrats, vicMJ. He is moving on. And we are going to move on to the first playoff round to be played. It is going to be, next up is Plotter versus Demonllama for a spot in Group are in League C for next season. Now, I do have a beef to pick with both of these players. So how the playoff round worked was each player got one free ban at the start for maps to not be played in this set. Plotter banned Kelamutu Lakes, and Demonllama banned Mired. Those might be my favorite two maps to cast games on. They are so hectic, so chaotic, so unique, and we won't be seeing either of them play today. How sad. Which maps are you hoping to see here today in this best of 5 set?
Me? I guess.
Yes.
I mean, I guess you're talking to me. I don't know. It was, it's a hard call because if I had to go back, because what we had 9 weeks, 2 maps a week, 18 maps. If you have to go back and pick a couple, is it the opponent you played? You think so much about it looking back. Is it the opponent I played or the civ I played that made me win? But I'd probably pick. Some of those ones that there is some type of meta knowledge, like maybe even the Wolf Hill, the Gold Rush, those things in the middle that are kind of a normal type situation that you see. But then also I would be like, is there anything I played exceptionally in that like I was like I should do that? Like I decided between 2 things. And, I ended up winning. I was like, well, maybe play that one again and play something else you thought about. And not that I liked, things like, Lagoon or Jungle Rumble that had the double TCs. But, if you were thinking something, is a double TC somewhere where you could do something quicker and better if you had a plan versus someone that didn't.
Yeah, a lot of these maps do have very unique strategies. Now, players might have exhausted their unique strategy the first time they played the map.
Right.
So, who knows what will happen in this map. I am into game number 1. I'm just going to tag the players.
And that is...
See if Demonllama joins us, because I believe Demonllama is in the USA.
And I believe that is... let me make sure I'm in...
the first game is on...
I'll let you say.
It's on Lagoon.
Okay, that's what I'm in. That's what I'm in. That's what I'm in. I just want to make sure. And I'm at 10 seconds whenever you're ready.
Okay, I just gotta get the players. My Discord's been acting up. I can't tag players like I used to. It used to be so easy to find them. Did Demonllama leave the Discord? Is this a spoiler? I can't tag Demonllama anymore. Where'd he go? Whatever. Hopefully it's not a spoiler that I can't tag Demonllama.
I mean, it's, whatever. But here we go. This is the map where I became famous for my Korean turtle ship strategy.
Your first famous map. Did you submit this one to T92?
I should have. That's ridiculous. It's stupid how silly excited you get for dumb things.
Are you at 10 seconds?
I'm at 10 seconds whenever you're ready.
Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we got Lagoon here. The classic 2 TC start. Honestly, probably one of my least favorite maps from Season 1. It is just so chaotic and so hard to manage. There's way too much going on, in my opinion, but
number one
doesn't matter here. I will point out how the round, or the map 1 pick went. So Plotter would have picked the week for the map, which means he would have picked week 4. And then Demonllama would have got to pick which map to play. So he had the choice between Lagoon and Land Nomad. Plotter is, I did meet him in the Nomad only Discord. So I'm guessing he wanted to play Land Nomad and was just okay with Lagoon because I don't think anybody can really be that good at Lagoon. It is so wild of a map.
Yeah, it combines. Oh, sorry, good.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I would say it combines, like, you have 2 TCs, and that's already, like, how the heck do I do this? And then everything is also on water. So, you know, all like nothing worse is it being all on water. What do you do? It's just so confusing as to the regular normal map situation, and to throw on 2 TCs, you immediately everything is doubled, it feels like, and how quick you have to react, how quick you have to do things if you don't have your you know, where your villagers are going from each TC set, like, appropriately, it feels like.
Now, Plotter, I'm just looking at the civs he had left. He could have picked Italians as well. He could have picked Portuguese. He could have picked Vikings. He also could have picked Koreans. But he chose to go with the Bengalis instead. He did ban the map where Bengalis are an instant win, Kalibutu Lakes. So I guess it makes sense using them here. They're not a bad water civ. They do have the ship healing bonus, which is kind of nice. But I still think that Italians should be the favored civ here. Almost certainly. They have the cheaper advancing ages. Do they have a discount on their ships as well?
I think per or ships or per age or something. But even, like, there's no one has a dock yet anywhere on the outside or the inside. It feels like someone, like, at least the Italians, should have thought about it at this point. Or, I mean, even when you wouldn't take advantage of that fish, right?
Yeah, I am surprised neither player has it. Yeah, Plotter's going for a mill on the berries. Oh, but what we really got to look at, did either player remember and or watch some of the videos that I made on this map that players can take the crocodiles. The crocodiles have food.
And on both sides.
Demonllama. Nobody's taking the damn crocs. These are not Florida men. Nobody wants to eat crocs for dinner.
I think Demonllama's blocked the water with docks on both sides.
Doing the dock block. This is honestly really good. He got so lucky with this generation.
Right?
Although, I guess both players technically got lucky with this generation. Because Plotter could do the exact same thing. But that's honestly really smart by Demonllama. I think this is going to be... Because you really want it on these kind of maps where it's tons of water everywhere, like Water Nomad or the Mangrove Jungle. You really want... Water military is so much stronger than land military, so you pretty much always want to go for heavy water military. So having your whole eco be safe from water pressure is going to be absolutely massive.
Like this is a crazy generation. Like, both sides, it's just a tiny little river getting through, and there's like an island or, you know, a combination of islands or whatever blocking it. Like, anything I played or looked at was a huge wide open on those sides. Like, there was nothing that small.
Same. Oh, and here we go. We see it. The first croc is being taken in. Randy in the chat says that when he was playing, he could only take the croc with about 4 villagers before they would all start to bug out, which seems accurate. There is only about 4 villagers taking the croc. The other villagers are standing around. So it's probably still worth it, but that's very odd. Very odd. That's like
I see them, yeah.
Also, Plotter going for like tiny walls here. I think this is not good at all. All these builds could get ranged by a galley on the other side still, I think.
Right, and wall them between your own town centers. Like, that's, wall on the other side.
This is very odd start by Plotter. I much prefer the start for Demonllama. Although he's doing the classic 2TC error and forgetting he can make villagers on the way up to the feudal age. So he's behind by 6 vills right now. But he does have 2 docks that he can make military out of both on both sides.
And do they see each other in the middle at all? No, I don't think they do.
Not yet. Demonllama is really good scouting on the outside, but it's not scouted Plotter's dock in the middle. Plotter also is pretty good scouting on the outside, but has not scouted the dock in the middle yet.
Because you got to figure someone's going to build a fire ship or 2, and then the other person's going to decide whether or not to build a fire ship or 2, and that'll start some a little bit of hostilities. But it'll depend on who maybe even gets the second dock in there in the middle, and it doesn't look like anyone really. I
think this game will be a little more interesting than your average Lagoon game, where it's all full water military everywhere, just because of this very short gap that your ships can traverse.
And there's 7.
Demonllama is going for fires. And I think I would prefer galley opening.
All the fires are on the outside, though.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what happens.
I don't know, galleys are better at killing land units than fires are, but fires are going to be way better at killing the galleys. So Plotter is defending with galleys. The fires will be good, but the fires are just going to be a lot worse at taking out the buildings. And let's see.
And Plotter does have the dock at home, so they are able to build a few, some galleys to defend. It's not just in the middle. And they're probably going to get through. Demon's probably going to get through the wall, but then what?
I don't know why Demon's playing it like this. Why is he not bringing the scouts around the wall to just kill them? The scout isn't walled off.
I was watching that, and I did it. So I get what he's thinking, I guess, that was what I'm saying. Or they're thinking.
You're like, yes, there's a wall here. We can't go around this.
Oh, the edge of that wall. That would have been the easy way, please. Oh, we got some fires down on the bottom, killing some houses.
If these were galleys, all of Plotter's gold vills would be in danger. But since they're just fire ships, those gold villagers are safe behind their little houses.
Yeah. Or if the scouts would just run around the wall.
Yeah, that too.
Is this second one? The second one is attacking the house. Oh, that hurts.
Come on, scouts.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, and Demonllama's gonna lose some more galley or fires under the TC.
Oh.
Because I don't even know how many fires you would need to take out a TC. I'm guessing you probably need upwards of 8 to 10 before they could tank enough damage before they take out the TC.
It's almost like man at arms at that point.
Yeah.
And up to the castle age goes Plotter.
Oh yeah. I really like Demonllama's approach early, but I think the opening fires has been almost nearly a fatal mistake because Plotter's going to reach a massive galleys at some point, and while he won't be able to counterattack, he'll be able to defend and boom up quite a lot, and hey, maybe we'll even see him go for elephant archers.
Yeah, and in the middle, it's just going to take, maybe one more galley, and Plotter will take out everything. And there's in the quay, are we housed? Oh, Demon's housed. That hurts. I said there's a fire in the quay, but it's not getting worked on. It's not coming out.
Also on the left, Demon's not actually fully walled. So Plotter could just run out to the left there, where that goose is, and build some docks, and cause Demon a lot of issues.
Yeah. Throw a couple demo ships out there, hit those bills of the goal or something like that.
Oh man, that would be sick. We want to see some big demos because I want to be able to sell people to subscribe to the channel so you can use the demo ship emote. And Demonllama, yeah, look at this, because he's fully walling behind that set of walls on the left, but there's still a hole.
And here come the war galleys.
He sees the hole. He sees the hole. Yeah, Plotter is in a significantly better position currently.
Yeah.
Though I wouldn't count Demonllama out, because he still has his full eco working, though he's making the same mistake he made in Feudal Age and not making any bills out of the second TC, even though he could be making them right now. But he's gonna have some food issues really shortly here. He has 0 on food right now.
Yeah, and Demon's about to lose the middle and all the fish there. It really feels it's only gonna be a matter of time. You know, if you lose the middle, and you only have your kind of side that you're getting pressure on, and Plotter has the middle, it feels like Plotter's always going to have the upper side. And with the, I mean, look at the number of army.
Raid. Let's go, Yo-Yo Dude, the man with the worst mods in all of Age of Empires. Thanks for the raid. Jabate title. Oh, sorry, I forgot to update the title. I'm sorry. Haha, I made him raid because he thought ALIKOG was gonna play. Yo, you just missed it. ALIKOG played in a best of 1. Do you want me to spoil the results? ALIKOG made 90 elephant archers in a game. It was sick. I won't spoil what happened.
You have to watch the VOD.
Yeah, you have to watch the VOD. I'm gonna update my title now that you pointed out. So we will let Terry take over for the casting while I update my title.
You know, Demon, built some stone walls, the war galleys, taking out the houses, taking out the middle dock. It feels like the pressure is on Demon to break out or do something. Building TC, trying to come back in eco, because you got to have that feeling that if I come back in eco, then I can come back in army. But does Demon have time? I don't know. But how is Plotter housed? Is Plotter not building houses? There we go. One at a time. Oneville.
Yo, thanks for the follow. Zark AoE. Appreciate it, mate.
I don't know, something has to happen down the south, I think. Sorry.
Ali thinks that Monks is the way here. The way for the comeback. I really don't think Knights is the way. Well, especially not Knights at home. But maybe if we send all the Knights into raid, it would work.
Because the converting for a ship, you can be a little bit away. So if you would convert a war galley or two.
Oh yeah, it's the same as regular unit.
But
and look at that, Plotter's doing what I said. He's gonna sneak up those docks in the corner. And yeah, this is gonna be really bad.
Yeah.
This is looking really bad for Demonllama. He has to kill a lot of villagers right now. He's down 20 villagers, and Plotter doesn't even have any fishing ships. So it's all villagers.
And what do you do? What is your thought as Dean? What is my win condition? How do I come back from this?
He has to counterattack.
Yeah. But
he has to counterattack. Because your walls are holding for now. The real problem is it's so hard to find a spot to counterattack.
Here's something crazy.
As we pointed out earlier, the chokes here are really narrow.
Here's something crazy. Why don't you just
on the right hand side where he's just got the palisade walls and that outpost? That'd be a good spot to sneak in your knights.
What if you would delete just one wall on land and run those knights through into hopefully the eco of Plotter Ghost? I mean, you're Hail Marrying at this point.
I think you can't do it on the left because your knights will get eaten by those galleys.
Yeah.
But on the right, there's not as many galleys, and there's a spot where you could sneak them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the HP regen on these ships is clutch, because none of these ships are weak. They're all full HP right now.
Yeah, if you could loop those, somehow those knights around to that bottom, down to that south area where Plotter has his berries that he hasn't touched and the outpost, you maybe have a chance.
Yeah.
But
again, I don't know why Plotter's making fire ships in those docks in the north. Fire ships are just so much worse at raiding. Why wouldn't you just make galleys? You already have all the techs for the galleys.
Yeah, because I mean, the mass you need with fire ships is so much to get up to beat 22 galleys, and there's even a demo ship or two in there if I can click on it. The mass you need to get up to is just so much more than if you could just maybe pick off a few with a galley at a time, or a couple, so many galleys at a time.
But yeah, the fire ships are in. They are taking out bills. Demonllama hasn't even noticed this. He doesn't even know that the docks are there. He's probably so confused as to how those fire ships made it in here. But yeah, the knight will take those fires pretty easily. Careening coming in, more armor with those ships.
Imagine if you had a demo or two for when those knights, because those knights are going to come back, right?
Oh yes, come on, Plotter. And Plotter, come on, Plotter knows how much I love demos. And he knew this game was going to get casted. Come on, make some demo ships. Although we've seen a few players go full knights on this map, just because they don't, I think, understand the power of a ship versus a land unit.
Yeah.
Though that's a lot of knights, and I think if he just counterattacked, he would force Plotter off of the front of his base. Also, is that a hole there? No, it's those 200 HP. Damn. But look at that. Demonllama's clearing this up and is walling up the hole. But now there's going to be a hole in the front, but that castle might go up. And there's a castle behind for Plotter. And the castle... and he's going up to him.
And the narrowness of those gaps on that water on the outside is still so huge. If there was any size to that, Demon might have been dead already. But since it was so small and able to be defended in a certain way, and now the castle is defending it. And here come the demos.
Let's go. Rip the knights. Alright, but also this has really caused Demonllama a lot of problems because he's been so hyper focused on this. He has not raided at all with the knights. Imagine if he just sent those knights into the back. Like, Plotter has nothing back there.
Yeah.
He doesn't even. I bet you he doesn't even have a barracks right now. He probably doesn't have any military at all.
No, it's all
even
boats.
Even if he just looped in his 21 knights right now, he would do so much damage to the eco.
There's no land units.
Catch up military.
There's no land units for Plotter right now. That's, sick and amazing, but also, oh my god, at this point in the game.
He also has a bunch of water military in the middle that's doing him absolutely no good. So this military lead is pretty deceiving.
Yeah.
It's not as big as you think it is. But I think Demonllama, he needs the counterattack. Oh. That's the only way. Now, Genoese Crossbow I think would be pretty good. Because I think they have a ship boat.
And here with the knights, they could win. No, they're so weak. They're so weak.
He calls the GG. He calls the GG. Plotter takes it. Bengali power. And Plotter's going to take game number 1. So how the map picks work for the rest of this series? Loser picks any map from Season 1 except for the 2 that got banned. So we won't see Mired, and we won't see Kalamutu Lakes. But other than that, we could see any map. Game number 2 is going to be on... I gotta get out of this game. Game 2 is going to be on Gold Rush. Boring. Just kidding. But we've seen Gold Rush. I'm gonna pause it 10 seconds, let you catch up.
I'm gonna pause it. I'm paused at 10.
Alright. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we got Gold Rush here. Plotter Ghost playing as the Hindustanis. Demonllama playing as the Mayans. I am just going to quickly look up what civs they played in rounds the first time they played this map. So Demonllama played Britons on Gold Rush in the round robin, and he did win as the Britons on Gold Rush. So he's picking a map he has confidence in, and has confidence in playing Archer civs. Obviously cannot play Britons again. And Plotter Ghost here. Also won on Gold Rush. He won with the Malians. So, similar-ish civ. Hindustani's probably more well-rounded and have better bonuses than the Malians in general. And we can see that over the course of Season 1, the most popular civ by far on this map, well, not by far. There were 2 civs that were way more popular than the others. Only 2 civs with more than 10% pick rate, and that was the Berbers and the Britons. And we don't see either of those civs played here, presumably because both players have already used those civs.
For this map, this was the highest, like, most overall pick rate for civs.
Yes, yes.
Interesting.
8 selections for the Berbers and 7 for the Britons. And I will never forgive the guy that played against me because he beat me, and I played as the Incas, my favorite civ, with the Berbers.
I played as the Tartars because there was a hill in the middle, and they have a hill bonus. So I thought that was a good idea.
Also reasonable. Very reasonable. Who do you like in this matchup, Hindustanis versus Mayans?
In this map with the gold available, I would think maybe the Mayans, if they're able to maybe push some feudal or get some archers out there initially and take control of the middle. But really, the long game, I like the Hindustanis. I think they're just a civ that has enough of everything that they don't have to be as specialized as the Mayans. Because Mayans, you're either doing archers or going into eagles of some sort, probably.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. I think the Mayans could do some damage in the feudal age. But the longer it goes, and if Hindustanis are able to get to full Ghulam, like, Mayans really don't have anything that can deal with Ghulam. Because Ghulams are great against eagles and great, they're fine against eagles. It's an even matchup, and then they're really good against archers. And the Mayans don't really have anything that can handle that, because obviously no cavalry, and their infantry is quite average.
And we got pushing in deer from Plotter Ghost, so Smurf confirmed.
Yeah, what a pro. Smurf confirmed indeed. Yo, I love you, Terry. Let's go. Smurf confirmed. You push deer, you must be a Smurf. None of us can push in deer.
Not that well. I mean, look at this. Look, that's pro Smurf. For pro Smurf right there.
Well, he did pick yellow. Are we sure we're not watching a Viper? This is the Viper's ultimate.
Oh, look at it. He's going to get the last one.
We also see the pro move of a 2 militia drush. Usually I'll make 3 or 4 militia because I can't control any of them. But yes, the pro move, the 2 militia drush, is this going to get any value? I think it's a good idea. I would have went with 3, though.
Are we going to hit lions? Are we going to accidentally hit lions? He still hasn't found where his opponent is. He still hasn't found where Plotter is.
This could be a lion rush. Oh, wait, he didn't, scout this at all. Oh, and he's hitting the lions. He has no clue. This is not good.
Oh,
this
no.
Is not good. He's also like 250 food away from clicking up. But the good news for him is, look at his base is so easily walled.
Except for that hole in the back.
Incredible.
But yeah.
Yeah, but that hole you could be patched up pretty easily. And here we go. The Lions are in. The Lions are in, but the walls are down. Quick walls. Yeah, look at this. Plotter, absolute smurf. Total smurf.
His loom. No.
Like, look at that. He got the quick walls down. He killed all the Lions. What is this?
APM. Look at that. Check that APM.
Yeah, check the APM. He's only at 16 APM right now, so he's like doubt. Still Smurf confirmed.
Only what you need. But yeah, this is one of them one of the maps that you can wall if the wood lines are right. You can defend that home base. What happened there? Oh, were you?
What? Game over.
Game over.
Did the wreck break? Did the wreck break? The wreck broke.
No.
Absolute tragedy. The damn update. Oh my god, this is gonna be. I guess it's luckily only one set was played before the game updated. This is so bad.
What is this? There's so many errors. So many errors.
No, it just means the game broke.
Oh. No.
Well, folks, we're never going to know what happened in this game.
It was awesome. We assure you.
We're never going to know. I would have predicted Plotter would win that one too, but, we never know. Also, now that we got more viewers, we can get the gambling going. So I'll get some gambling going while we load up game number 3 here. It is still 1-0 because we don't know who won. So we'll find out who won this game at the end. If we ever do. Thanks a lot, EA. You're just ruining our fun.
Like, I swear it came out at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Like, I looked at stuff. I went to eat dinner. I came back to cast, and there was an update.
I also should have known. I should have known. Don't have auto update on.
Oh.
Okay. So we're gonna go with Plotter, Ghost, or Demonllama. Okay, who's gonna win game 3? Plotter or Demonllama? Put your votes in the chat. Put your points on the line. We're gonna move on to game 3. Where we see, is Plotter gonna sweep? Is Demonllama gonna go up 2-1? Who knows? Anything could happen. We're playing roulette with whether this game works, because game 1 worked fine, and game 2 broke after 10 minutes. So, we shall see. Are you at 10 seconds in game number 3?
I am at 10 seconds whenever you're ready.
Me too. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so game number 3 is up now. Plotter is up 1-0 with an indeterminate result in game number 2. Plotter is going full tryhard, playing as the Gurjars. I'm honestly surprised Plotter... How did Plotter win so many games in the league, and he didn't play as Gurjars or Hindustanis in the round robin? That is pretty remarkable, now that I think about this.
I don't want to say it. Other people have been saying it, but he's a Smurf.
True. Well, this is why we have the promotion in the league, so we'll see if he's really a Smurf and just goes straight up to League B after next season. He doesn't play 1v1s very often, that's for sure, but I used to beat him on occasion, and I'm not very good, so...
This is another map. Look at all the... just the food on the side. Just the food on those springs.
Looking at Plotter's remaining civs, though, man, he has a lot of very strong civs left. Gurjars, Hindustanis, which he's played both of. He also still has Portuguese, Poles, Burgundians, Britons left, and he has... and Spanish. And he has the best civ of all, the Incas. So, man, Plotter absolutely dominated with some D-tier Civ choices in the group stages.
So what is the strat with the Incas? Is it just they have a really good strat, or is it just all their strats are good?
The deal with the Incas is they counter every single Civ.
Okay.
They got counters for everything. They got infantry counters. They got cavalry counters. They got archer counters. And you know what they say? You don't know what to do when you get hit with the rock in the face. And the Incas are the only Civ where you can hit your opponents with rocks in the face.
I'll have to play them more. I'll have to play them more. I don't think I played them in the league this season, so maybe I'll pull them on next one.
Do not look at the Inca win rate before you pick Incas. Just trust me. Incas are great. They definitely don't have the worst win rate of all Civs in season 1.
So how did you play this one? I was the Persians on this map, so I won't say any more. But how did you play it?
I see. I played this pretty standard, like Plotter did. I went out to the springs to take in the boar. I did not do what Demonllama did, which is the more pro move of taking the boar all the way home to the TC.
Yeah.
Which honestly might make a lot more sense now that I think about it.
You just have to get Loom earlier.
I played it like Plotter. I can't remember who I played. I played against the Incas, I know, and I know I lost because they played Incas, obviously, and not because I played poorly.
That was all head games. That was all head games. It wasn't a Civ or anything or a map. It was a head game. That's how they beat you, because they knew how much...
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. But, yeah, I think you gotta open scouts here, or man-at-arms. You have so much food that comes in so fast that scouts or man-at-arms are pretty easy to get to, and it's really hard to wall. Like, you have to invest so much to wall this up. Like, I saw the game you cast last night, and I can't believe how much walling that went down on this map.
Oh, yeah.
That was unbelievable.
It amazed me, because how you said, there's just so much food, and unless you're throwing a what's it called, a lumber camp out towards the midline, your wood lines are very small, so you're gonna have to move it eventually, and it just seems like excessive to wood all that when just wall or house towards your town center. Seems so much easier from where the wood lines and the resources are, and I don't know, just run away with your vills on the turtles.
And Demonllama out here already up to the next age has had 3 seconds of idle TC time. Absolutely great Dark Age build here. He does not have a barracks up yet, though, which could be concerning if he wants to open for the scouts. And does not really have that much on wood. He's going to need a lot more on wood if he wants to open instant scouts. He also probably needs 2 villagers building this barracks, but then he has 1 less on wood. So it's kind of tricky.
Yeah, what is that? Just 5 on wood? I mean, he's never going to have enough to have enough houses and enough wood to build a stable at that transition. Probably.
It is always a little trickier going for a scout rush against the Gurjars because they do have the camel scout, which absolutely wrecks your scouts in the feudal age. So that's something to consider in this matchup here, but I think once you get like 4 or 5 scouts, it's honestly not going to make that big of a difference.
And straight into a spearman.
Demonllama, yeah, and he doesn't have the wood for a stable yet. He's going for all the eco upgrades. So he went fast up into eco upgrades. See, this is a strat I am so foreign to. I forget to get all my eco upgrades all the time.
And just trying to wall a ton.
Yeah, just fast up into eco upgrades into walls.
I don't know.
This is a rather bizarre play, and not one I think would have been good, given the extremely exposed villagers on these little springs out here. And plotters on both of them. And
Yeah.
look at that. He's had to build a barracks on both of them just so he could have spearmen because he's worried about the scouts. So maybe it's mind games again. Demonllama went up so fast. Plotter thinks he's going to go for scouts, and then Demon just walls up behind this, going to get all the eco upgrades. It's going to be absolutely booming.
I mean, you have to. I mean, with the Lithuanians, I mean, what else would if there's not a real quick, drush or some kind of man-at-arms, you're like, oh, they're coming with scouts. And then when the scouts don't come, maybe Plotter will have spent, a couple too much or too many spearmen, and then not be up.
I honestly think the walls.
Oh, here we go.
Might have into faster castle age, into knights and monks. Probably would have been a decent play. But Demonllama now spending the food on the scouts, I do not like this. I think you had to just commit to going for a faster castle age at this point, because you're already so far behind. He doesn't have any scouting that there's barracks out. But I think you should have just opened with the stable if this was your plan, and not gone for the eco upgrades so soon. Like, sure, your villagers are a lot more efficient right now, but you're not going to get any damage in at this point.
Yeah, and look at Plotter's resources. I mean, they're basically going to be up to, or clicked up to Castle Age by the time enough scouts get out of here for Demon to do any type of damage. And even with 3 of them and 9 vills over here for Plotter, 9 vills can take out 3 scouts, and you won't worry too much. I don't know. I just don't think it's enough here from Demonllama to do enough damage, but not have. You didn't need to wall up that much. You could have built your eco. You could have built around it, and I think villagers are going to be able to take this out easily. You got your 1 spear.
I think Plotter is in a much better position currently. Plotter does have a bit more idle TC time, and he's just building a stable now. And he is taking out some villagers here. He's gotten 2 already. He's gotten 3 villagers. That's pretty good, honestly. 4 villagers for those 3 scouts, and 1 still alive. That's honestly really good value for Demonllama.
That's a great trade.
He has taken the lead in my eyes here. He's also the first one onto gold, but does not have the wood to make any. Like, he might. Sure, he's gonna have wheelbarrow, and he's been chopping the wood faster. But look at how far he's long distance gold mining and long distance wood chopping here. That is not what you like to see.
And now Plotter's spending stuff on upgrades and not going up and just heaping in feudal, and that just helps Demon.
Well, he's just short on the wood and the gold, and short on the wood to make the market especially. So he's making the market now. But I think we're gonna see pretty close times, up times here. Looks like Demonllama, I thought he might have been idling to go up. It looks like he's going to make 1 more bill, probably 1 more after that, and he should be able to go up. And he has a little bit of an eco edge right now. I honestly think Lithuanians should do not too bad against the Gurjars, because they have such good monks. So if he goes like Monk and Knight, or Monk and Pike, that should be pretty good against the Gurjars until they can get to a castle.
Yeah, because you figure that if you get maybe 2 relics and even 3 at the in a good situation, your knights or anything as the Lithuanians will match up good against the camels. For the
and
Gurjars.
you get like 1 or 2 conversions,
yeah.
and you know exactly where the relics are as well. And the full walls here are going to help him a lot against Trapamsha Rider raids.
Absolute worst.
Because they are the worst. So I think that approach has worked out well, because even like TCs can't help against the Trapamshas that much. But yeah, we see pretty even timings here on the Castle Age. And we're just going to see what the opening is. I think it's going to be Knight and Monk for Demonllama versus probably just straight Camel for Plotter. Plotter on 2 stables, Demonllama on 2 stables as well.
And what would be interesting is if we see, if anyone builds a TC right away, because with neither one probably going into their, specific castle special unit, no one's on stone right now, and there's a TC immediately in the middle for Plotter and another one for Demon.
Yeah, Demonllama has collected 200 more resources right now. But yeah, this is where you have to build your second TC because, as many of you that have played this would know, all the extra gold is in the middle. So you need to be able to secure this. We're going to start with that 1 pile. And yeah, here we go. We see the monastery coming down for Demonllama. Already on the night production, but we do see the monastery also down for Plotter. And he's building a lot of stuff on these side areas.
Yeah, we got knights and camels.
Despite not having many bills out there. Yeah, that's going to be 1 dead camel.
So depending who took the better fights there, we were at even numbers for here a sec or two, but now Demon might have the edge. And at least nice to camels.
He does have the slight edge. It is going to be a little trickier for him to get the... take the really good fights. Because camels are more cost-effective than the knights. But also the problem here is Gurjars don't even get fight. So there's not even a trash unit counter that Plotter can lean on, and we see 1 monk go down, we see the spearman go down, and we see a lot more damage here. Demonllama is coming out with the knights.
And the scout on the bottom is denying a TC for Demonllama.
Denied the TC, yeah. As clutch. And now you can always just run away with these knights, although, yeah, normally a knight can 1v1 a camel. I don't think any knight 1v1's a Gurjar camel, though. Plotter did take all 4 of his relics already, though. And Demonllama is only on 1 relic right now.
That's big. That might be big. You should have just turned around as Demon and used the hill bonus if you're just going to turn around and fight that anyway.
Although, saying that, he has 3 knights left, and Plotter only has 2 camels, and he has 5 knights back in the sub. And this is only a palisade wall.
You tacked the wall,
he can bust in there. I think he's going to wait till he loops in all his knights.
Oh, that's a good play. That's a good play. There's 4 more.
And while Plotter getting the relics is important, it's not as important as other maps because there are 8 relics on this map. So Demon can still get 4 and max out those knights.
And here we go. Monastery going up in the back, but it doesn't matter. Those knights are going to be in. There's going to be, what is that, 7 of them?
Knights are in. Oh yeah, Demonllama is in an excellent position. He's up by 10 villagers. Plotter having to go for the quick walls.
And we got, 2 camels, 2, Shravamsa riders. That's,
a
little resistance, not enough.
Although they did take a pretty good fight because they're in a choke point.
Oh, couple weak ones. Good trade.
The knights are in. The +2 armor is in. Some more villagers going down.
Good quick wall. Good quick wall there, though.
That was a good quick wall. Demonllama is pushing it, and Demonllama going for a 3rd DC. I do like this. Just wants to extend the lead. Knows he's in a better position, and doesn't want to just go straight for the kill. Just wants to get an extension on this lead and take this game a bit later.
Yeah, whether it's a castle or more TCs, you're going to need stone and probably expanded. Whether or not it's outside to the left or back to those corners. I think we're going to see another TC or 2 from at least someone here shortly. Also,
if he can get to latest are absolutely sick, and they're going to do great against camels. Because and especially against Gurjar camels, who will get all that extra armor in the Imperial Aid with the unique tech. Latest don't care. Even the pikes here are probably going to help out a bit.
And this is going to clear up on the left, on the right side there, probably. That's more even than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, but he still clears it all off. Plotter's down to 1 army right now. Demonllama just got to move out again with the knights. And he's just constantly putting Plotter on the back foot, constantly asking questions for Plotter, and Plotter just cannot counterattack. Both with the military in his face and with those walls that Demonllama has put up.
Now, most of the rest of his of Plotter's eco, as I say that, is underneath TC, but now Demon is under the 1 TC, you know, attacking and could maybe. They'll probably not take it down, but...
you need about 15 to 20 knights to be able to take out a TC.
But everything's under TCs now.
Yeah. What is interesting is he has 4 relics, but he has not bothered to get any of the attack upgrades, so these knights are 10 plus 4, but they could be 10 plus 6 really soon. Yeah. No forging, no whatever the next one is, and here again, right back into the same TC. Yeah, if all those knights were sitting under the TC and attacking, I think he's still about 5 to 8 short that he's got sitting back there. But if he grouped up all his knights, I think he might be able to take out the TC. He could also consider coming forward with Siege, but I think he's trying to rebalance and go up to Imp and just get even more upgrades.
Because that's what I was almost thinking, is maybe you put some siege on either one of the sides and take out the monastery and barracks that are on the hill there by the turtles. But at this point, Imp is probably the right way, and I don't know. Does he still have 1 stone to get a castle?
What is Imperial Age going to get him? He does need to build the... he just built the university. He's going to click Imp now. I still think a forward siege, along with this, could be pretty good. Also, losing a lot of knights at this point is not that good. I do wonder what he's going to do in Imperial Age.
Yeah, to your point.
His camel numbers are getting a little out of hand for Plotter. He has clawed back both the villager and the military counts. I think Demon should consider teching into pikemen right now.
Yeah, I would. All we've seen is knights.
Is cavalry, for Plotter. And he probably can guess that Plotter does not have a castle up yet, because he has not run into one. Though even getting Cavalier and getting the final armor upgrade, and we see that the stream sniper, Demonllama must be in chat, he's getting pikemen. Let's go. But yeah, I do think pikemen and siege, and what's Plotter gonna do?
It does look like Demon may be working on a castle a little bit, but I don't know. You know, do you just put it on that right side to defend a little bit, or
I think you just lock down the hill, or you can even put on either side on the forward hill, because Plotter has no presence on either of those anymore.
And wait a minute, did I miss it? Did the relics get moved off of the hills into the back?
Oh yeah, Plotter moved all of them into the back.
Oh, here we go. There's the 4th one. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Wow, that's a good little move, I guess. Protect them.
Yeah, cheeky move, but it's not. I don't think it's ultimately going to make that big of a difference. It's not like he's low on gold right now. He doesn't have any other relic bonus. But yeah, look at these knights out there. 10 plus 5, Iron Casting coming in, Cavalier coming in.
Now, I mean, they get in, they will do some damage quickly, and, you know, the eco's not a huge area for Plotter, so, I mean, they get it, those Cav get in there.
He's also not walled.
No. Oh.
He's not walled on the other side.
The other side,
walled on one side. And yeah, here we see a plate barding armor and Cavalier coming in, but Demonllama just biding his time, waiting until he has the upgrades to go in. Moving out now. Plotter has 3 minutes before he can get to heavy, or it's more like 4.5 minutes till he can get to heavy camel. And if he doesn't die before he gets the heavy camel, he might have a chance. But I don't know if he'll be able to withstand this force of Cavalier that are going to come in. They are just attacking everything right now. Nothing too important.
Yeah, at least he gets to see it way out there, before it gets to where his base is. But is there going to be enough military to defend? I don't know.
He'll need to get a lot of really good conversions. And now that the pikemen are coming forward, I don't think there's any way that Plotter can stop this right now, unless he gets a lot of good conversions and gets some good quick walls behind us. Yeah. Or somehow it ends up under the TCs or under the castle in a bad fight for Demon. Also, Demonllama spots this castle by Plotter and has not added Trebs yet. I would have thought seeing that castle might have led him into adding the Trebs.
Yeah,
Demonllama is going to be in with all these Cavalier. We're seeing 29 Cavalier versus 27 Camel Riders and 4 Monks.
Oh, and what do you do? Do you take it? Do you take the battle?
I think you take it. Because you gotta know that he's not an imp yet. He might be an imp soon. So you want to take out these camels before you get the heavy camel?
Yeah, a little bit of siege. Something. I don't know.
I do think he took a good fight there.
Yeah.
He didn't lose that many. He still has so many. He just got to switch the side of attack now.
Yeah, couple more
he's going
pikes.
forward with barracks. Yeah, this is really, really smooth by Demonllama. I like this. I just think adding in Trebs now is what he's got to do. We do see Heavy Camel coming in, but we also see Halberdier coming in. And is Plotter going to be able to... I think Halb and Cavalier is better than Shravamsha Camel. It's just a lot easier to control.
Yeah,
and it's 1 trash and 1 gold unit.
Yeah, the right number of Halb is huge, I think. If you get to that, I don't know, how many is there now? 10? If you get 5 more, and that'll be enough to swing a fight, I think.
Yeah, Demonllama just needs to add in siege behind this, and I don't think Plotter will be able to come back. Their economy is surprisingly even, despite Demonllama having a 17-0 KD. Yo, KJ, what is up? Welcome in. You came in at a great time because we can actually see this game. I swear, if this game breaks now, I'll be so sad.
Oh, no, not now. Look at this. We can't now.
I can't jinx it. No more jinxing it. But yeah, look at those Halbs. The Halbs just absolutely shredded those heavy camels there.
What do? You can't push out as Plotter.
No. And this is why I think Demonllama needs to add siege now. That's the next move. You've penned him in so far. Just add in the siege. You've got the Halbs that'll protect all your siege. There'll be nothing that Plotter can do if you have 3 Trebs here, or if you build 2 siege shops and go for bombard cannons. Yeah. I think siege is the way to go.
Yeah, imagine if that castle was under Treb fire right now, how much more pressure Plotter would feel.
And here we go, Demonllama's the stream sniper coming back, has the Trebs in queue.
Oh, why?
No! The damn update! Why'd they have to update when I had already planned on casting today? Why do they have to jinx it?
Did they not see the schedule?
I think we can... I think we could... I think Demonllama was gonna win. I think it was about a 85% chance that Demonllama won this. So I'm going to take the liberty of giving Demonllama a win. Now, we will see in Game 4 if... So, all the gamblers out there, Demonllama wins this game. Don't get mad at me, get mad at Age of Empires if you bet on Plot or Ghost. the whole one person. But we're gonna give that one to Demonllama. KJ in shambles. He bet on Plotter when Plotter maybe came back, but I doubt it. Okay, so we're gonna go into game number 4. If there is a game number 4. If there's not a game number 4, I will give KJ his points back. But we're going to go on to game number 4 as far as it'll go. Age of Empires does not consider the practice squad when they schedule the updates. Now, there is a game number 4. So Demonllama won either game 2 or game 3. I've got to think he won game 3. Would you agree with this assessment?
I don't know. I'm 10 seconds into the next game, and only one player's name is of the 2 players. So I think.
What?
So in
game 4?
Yeah, it may have been a 3-0.
No, wait. I'm in game 4 right now.
And is it?
Wait a second. It's Plotter versus Demonllama.
Is it not Arabia?
Oh, wait. No, it isn't. It's Plotter versus Duarte. Oh, it said Demonllama at the top. And I'm like, wait a second. This does look like Arabia. Wait a second. Plotter came back to win that game? What?
I'm going to peek at the... That's allegedly, according to the results, hidden numbers.
Oh, wait. Yeah, damn.
Wow.
Plotter won 3-0? What? How did he come back? How did he come back out of that position?
Oh,
Ay. Okay, well, this is what we're going... can I even take back the points? Can I take back the points? I don't know if I could take back the points. Apologies to KJ. I owe you 1K points. Can I give you 1K points? I'll give you 1K of my points. Damn. Well, congrats, Plotter, winning 3-0, despite us not being able to see game 2 or the end of game 3. Rip. So, Kite, you get lucky here that Demonllama threw when I didn't think he was going to be able to throw. Demonllama threw, and then he threw so hard that he rage quit the Discord. I don't know if Demonllama is going to be back to play in Group D against me. So, hopefully you are, Demonllama. I've enjoyed casting your games. But, understandable if you don't want to come back for season 2. Fair play.
And I think we can blame the devs if they don't come back.
Yeah, blame the devs. Blame the devs. Come on, why can't you schedule the updates? At least, the only thing I will say is at least it's only going to be this one. All the other playoff rounds should be stable now. I hope. I hope. Demon's still in the Discord. Can you tag him? I wasn't able to tag him. Did he change his name? When you search up Demonllama 42, there's nobody there.
Yeah, I looked at this after you said it. I clicked it. I tried it too, and I didn't find it either. So yeah. Tag him.
Yeah, Kite. If you can get him, tag him. But what am I going to do now? Does anyone want to watch me play a game for now?
All right, though, Zark. I am going to head out, I think, unless...
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we can co-cast a series that actually happens.
Absolutely.